So ODM Xiphos with the Dark Elves versus ODM Viash of the Warriors of Chaos, and this is gonna be round two of their best of five. And winner will automatically qualify for the season 6 playoffs and get a $5 Steam gift card. Loser will just have to try again. Although I'm sure at this point both of these players are probably going to be qualifying based on rank in the leaderboards. That's a fair point. 200 meters. I will take a look. I usually, to me, that's when it's close call. That's when you reach out to an admin and they determine if it's legal or not. But I could definitely be persuaded to increase it to 200 even. Chaos, it's always been a niche faction, but there's definitely still its loyal players, and I am one of them. But holy shit, I hope you guys are seeing what we're working with here on Chaos. And also, forgive me because I left the intro card up. So you aren't seeing what I'm looking with. Alright, so starting with the Dark Elves, we're going to have 4 Black Orc Corsairs with handbows. Got 2 Scourge Runner Chariots, got 2 Cold One Knights, 2 Dark Riders with shields, 2 Repeater Crossbows. You're also going to have Malekith up in the air on top of a Black Dragon, Seraphim. He's going to have Gaze of Malice, Soul Stealer, Stand Your Ground, and Destroyer. And 4 Chaos people. I hope you're ready for it. I hope you're ready. We're going to be seeing Chaos Marauders. It looks like 5 of them. We've got some Chaos Knights with Lances, one of my favorite damn units in the game. They're Blast. Their charge bonus is insane. Got Chaos Warhounds with Poison. You got Marauder Horsemen, 3 of them. And then the crown jewel of this Chaos army is going to be double Hell Cannon. So we have a Hell Cannon over here, placed on the hillside with its undulating testicle-like sacks that shoot out, I don't know, I guess just soul jizz. And another Hell Cannon over here, and we got some Chaos Warriors with halberds protecting them. Up on the hillside is where the cavalry will be with the Poison Warhounds, and we also have a Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Death, on top of Manticore, Fate of Buna, Spirit Leech. We also have Life Leeching, Evade, is I believe the name of that, Evasion, my bad, as well as Arcane Conduit. Chaos is it's a good faction. It's a hard faction, though, and they have some tough matchups. But I do think they're a very good faction. And, oh my god, there's 2 Chaos Knights with Lances. I love this army, Viash. Win or lose, you've won my heart. Guess it's going to be all about, can these Hell Cannons kill off the Dark Elf skirmishers before it snipes them down? Neat. The initial Vanguard engagement going very well for the Dark Elves here, getting some good damage on the Marauder Horsemen. Looks like they're on their way to discover the Poison Warhound, so hopefully they discover them before they get caught. And the Hell Cannon's going to be firing into them and going to narrowly miss, but still seems like they're going to knock off the head of another one of their units. Chaos Warhounds with Poison about to get a big counter charge. They need to be careful, and it looks like they are not going to be very careful. They're going to start pulling back, but now the Chaos Knights with Lances are coming out to play, and it's the Dark Elves' turn to be careful. Man, so Hell Cannon doing some nice damage there, and we're going to see the Dark Elves retreat. So some good micro from both players. That was a very entertaining exchange to see both of those players micro so well back and forth there. It's just like a bigger fish kept on showing up. Meanwhile, the Dark Elves and the Chaos Forces are going to continue to skirmish on this flank, and we'll keep an eye on it. But over here, you're going to see Malekith doing some scouting, I guess. And the Horsemen trying to trade blows with the Scourge Runner Chariots. And you have the Warhounds with poison back here. But Chaos Forces looking like... I'm sorry, the Chaos and Dark Elf Forces looking like they're kind of settling into a skirmish fight right now to see who can gain an advantage. And it looks like it's probably going to be going Chaos's way unless the Dark Elves start getting some good value here quickly, because the Hell Cannons, the double Hell Cannon, just going to be a very potent combination. And it looks like the Dark Elves, rather than approach and let their infantry here, the Black Ark Crusaders with handbows, get shot by the Hell Cannons, they're all pulling back and letting the repeater crossbows work. Man, those Hell Cannons are weirdly accurate now. They're just like sniping down Dark Riders, but I still think I would much rather see their ammunition spent on other units, but I suppose considering what's in range, it makes sense. And yeah, especially these units, they should probably stop shooting at the angle's just not the best for them. Oh wow, that hit actually worked. But once again, it looks like these Dark Riders are coming out, but they're probably going to be turning around very quickly as the Chaos Knights come in for a charge, but oh no, they aren't. That's going to be devastating. Those guys are just going to get crushed, but they're going to turn around now, taking about half damage, but they should be able to pull out and survive. Looks like they are going to begin retreating, and in comes another Hell Cannon shot. Repeater crossbows coming into play and fire down at these Chaos Knights with lances, but looks like the Chaos Knights are going to be able to get out of there and avoid too much damage. So skirmishing definitely going into Chaos's favor at the moment. We're going to see seeing a Spirit Leech go down here. Chaos Warhounds with poison that were vanguarded got discovered and took some damage, but it looks like they'll survive. And in the meantime, the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Death is going to be causing terror and dishing out a ton of damage to these Scourge Runner Chariots. He needs to get another Spirit Leech, and that may be enough to finish him off, or at least kill a model or two. Oh no, those Warhounds with poison getting chased by Malekith, possibly off the edge of the map. Will they regain their leadership and come back to the field of battle? Or, yeah, they look like they may be getting sent off completely. Oh, it's so close, it's so close! There they go! Run away from Malekith. Oh, goodness gracious. So, Hell Cannon's continuing to fire away, actually effectively countering the repeater crossbows right now. Malekith is coming around the flank, trying to find somewhere to poke and prod at this Dark Elf army, and it looks like if these Warhounds aren't careful, they may just get attacked by him again and terror rout. I think they're slightly faster, 95 to his 90 speed, so maybe they'll be able to pull out there and into the safety of these Marauder Horsemen skirmishers who are going to start coming over here and threatening Malekith before he comes too close. The Hell Cannons are starting to, well, one is about half ammunition, the other one's down to about a quarter of its ammunition, but they're still getting some good work done here. A nice shot going into the Black Ark Corsairs, who are going to dodge that second shot. And, yeah. Double Hell Cannon is real. Oh my god. These repeater crossbows. Ouch. They're just getting decimated. Yeah, Hell Cannon definitely deserves that buff, and I mean, it's making him much more effective than I've seen him in tournaments in a long time. So, the repeater crossbows seem to have been effectively dealt with. A Spirit Leech possibly going down on one of this Scourge Runner Chariot, I would imagine, just to finish it off. It still has 3 models, so as long as it has 3 models, it's still very useful. And there it is. Alright, so Spirit Leech coming down, and that may be enough to kill off a model or two. I don't know if it will completely destroy it, but there goes the first model, and the second model might be going down here. Oh my god, how do they do it? Those bastards. Has 450 HP, still with 2 models. Over here, oh man, those Dark Riders with shields getting knocked out for the count by the Chaos Warriors and Poison Warhounds. And in this battle of attrition, I would say Chaos is looking like they're coming out a bit stronger for it. The Hell Cannon's having a tough time trying to find targets now, as Xiphos has pulled back all of his units, is satisfying the attacking role with his chariots expending ammunition. But once they're out of ammunition, then he's going to have to come in with repeater crossbows, and the repeater crossbows are really not looking like they're up to the task anymore. These guys have taken far too much damage. Going to be seeing those bolts going down on top of the Chaos Sorcerer Lord, though, and he needs to be careful. These chariot bolts are getting so much value shooting him down, and I don't know if the Hell Cannon's going to be able to hit him. Oh my god! It did, though. So Poison Warhound's getting on top of the Scourge Runner chariots, the poison going in, and now a big hit there. And oh no, the Hell Cannon getting some friendly fire. Oh no, more Hell... Oh god, it hit the Chaos Sorcerer. Hell Cannons, control yourselves. Jeez. So this one down to his last shot by the look of it. And now this one is going to be down to 7 rounds left. Oh my god, the accuracy. Those repeater crossbows just taking so much damage. Alright, Poison Warhound's going to be chasing down this Scourge Runner chariot by the looks of it. Looks like that Scourge Runner chariot is going to regain its leadership. In come the Cold One Knights, and these guys are going to be running away. I don't know if this Chaos Sorcerer has enough for the Fate of Buna, but that Fate of Buna on top of these Cold One Knights may be quite vicious. Over here, going to be seeing that Spirit Leech going down. Those Scourge Runner chariots are completely dead now, all dealt with, and we're going to be seeing the Hell Cannon start focusing on these Cold One Knights. But yeah, this Chaos Sorcerer is taking a lot of damage, and he needs to be very, very careful, as his own skirmishing units really aren't looking the strongest right now, and Malekith has a lot of health. He has Soul Stealer to regenerate his HP, and these Blackheart Corsairs with handbows are now coming in to the fight because they see that the Hell Cannons, one of them is completely out of ammunition, and the other one is down to a mere 3 shots left. So this may still go Dark Elf's way in the end, as they are going to be the ones with the extreme missile advantage once these Hell Cannons run out of firepower. However, Chaos still has those very healthy Chaos Knights with lances who can chase down and cycle charge these Blackheart Corsairs to death as long as they are microed well and avoid, you know, some big breaths and other things from Malekith. Over here, man, Cold One Knights continue to get focused by this Hell Cannon. Over here, we're going to have Chaos Knights with lances and Chaos Marauders attacking these Blackheart Corsairs and the Scourge Runner chariots, but Malekith is coming over to support. Will they be able to pull out of there in time? Malekith is coming to cut off their avenue of retreat. The Chaos Knights are running away. The Scourge Runner chariots are attacking them. We have Chaos Warhounds with poison coming over here, and the Chaos Sorcerer is now coming over here as well. And meanwhile, Malekith is going in for a rear charge. There goes a Spirit Leech on top of him. Chaos needs to not bunch up any forces here. It will help the Soul Stealer game for Malekith significantly. And the Chaos Knights with Lance is getting a beautiful charge against the Cold One Knights. However, Malekith coming in does look like it's going to turn the tide of that battle. And a second unit of Cold One Knights coming in too. Malekith getting in combat now with the Chaos Sorcerer. And there goes that big fat Soul Stealer that I was warning him about. Gotta run away before those Soul Stealers come in, and that Soul Stealer may be enough to completely turn the complexion of this battle against Chaos. But as I mentioned that, though, it does look like the Chaos Knight was not impacted, so that's a very big pickup for them. And this Chaos Knight does look like it's going to be a lost cause, but a lot of damage going down on the Cold One Knights in that combat, so not a complete loss for Chaos. Meanwhile, over here, Chaos has an opportunity, I think, to kill out these Blackheart Corsairs. They just need to turn and hit them before they run over here. I think that was a lost opportunity, but they still have some isolated Blackheart Corsairs over here. If they play their cards right, they should be able to delete them. Over here, it looks like the Sorcerer's coming over for another Soul Stealer. And we'll see what happens. No, do not land. Do not land! Okay, he's going to pull back up in the air. And whew, that probably would have been death. I mean, they were going to win against the Cold Ones. It was Malekith making the difference with that stand your ground, and also just Malekith doing so much damage. But the Cold One Knights are still alive here. Other ones are still alive too. And these Scourge Runner chariots, I can't believe they're still alive with 2 models right now. It's ridiculous. Over here, they're going to be hitting these guys, and I think a breath from Malekith is about to happen. I don't know. Yep, there's that breath, and it's coming in, and they are bunched up. But, oh, wait. He's going to drop that breath. I think maybe getting staggered by the javelins, but here it comes now, and That's gonna be it. I think that breath sealed Chaos's fate. They needed all of those Chaos Knights for this game, and I just don't know. There goes a Soul Stealer on top of them, getting split apart, but just a moment too late by the looks of it. And we'll have to see what happens. I mean, the Chaos Sorcerer getting shot here by the Blackheart Corsairs. Chaos Warriors with halberds, kind of just sitting back, chilling for now. And all of the Chaos Knights with lances have been routed. Looks like one of them may have been killed off. Oh no, just kidding. So one's here, it just regained its leadership. The other one here is down to 4 models, so unlikely it will be doing much for the rest of the game. Over here, Scourge Runner Chariot still at 2 models, even though it has no HP. There it goes. It is now shattered and taken off the field. Blackheart Corsair is going to be doing so much work here in the late game with those hand bows. And yeah, Chaos just looking like they're having a rough time of it. The Chaos Sorcerer getting shot full of bolts. Now getting shot in the back. Dark Riders with shields going to be hitting the Warhounds with poison. Maybe shattering here any moment. Got the Chaos Knights with lances hitting into them. But the Chaos Sorcerer taking a lot of damage. We have the Chaos Warriors with halberds coming into combat now, though. And the Chaos Knights are continuing to just cycle in and out, getting a ton of value, a lot of kills on top of these Blackheart Corsairs. So that's always nice to see. And now that you have some Marauders coming over here, potentially to zone out these Blackheart Corsairs, you're going to have the Sorcerer diving in, hitting Malekith in the back, because he recognizes if Malekith stays on the ground when these Chaos Warriors get here, it will be a bad situation for him to be in. Malekith going to be pulling out, retreating to the safety of his own lines. A nice dodge there from the Chaos Sorcerer of Death, coming up into the air right as that huge volley came down. And over here we have the Unbreakable Hell Cannon crews coming over, and they might actually help more than you might think. Over here, going to be seeing the Chaos Warriors with halberds getting charged by Malekith. And it looks like he is going to take a charge in turn from the Chaos Sorcerer, and now the halberds are coming into play. And if this Chaos Sorcerer can just hold on for a moment, can he though? He is shaken, he's taking damage. The halberds are on top of Malekith though, and Malekith is going to start taking some serious damage, but not before the Chaos Sorcerer begins to rout. With that rout, I think we're going to see army losses kicking in at any moment now. If he didn't rout there, he may have had a path to victory with a nice Spirit Leech and then another charge onto Malekith. But I think this is it. Here comes another breath. And yeah, those breaths, absolutely devastating. In comes Malekith. And I think the Dark Elves are going to take the day. Oh, I didn't know that for Head Crab. Also more accurate. Yeah, I think he was doing some really good damage to the repeater crossbows, and like as you can see, they got like no value. But I do agree, firing a bit too much ammunition earlier in the game. I would have liked to have seen him save some of it for the Blackheart Corsairs with Hambos, where I think they would have really gotten just so much value. But Chaos Knights 88-24. I do like these guys quite a lot, and I think they were used well throughout the battle, but I think Viash there, in spite of some really promising early gameplay, especially those Hell Cannons getting so much damage and just countering the skirmish so hard from the Dark Elves, just wasn't able to pull it through in the end. You know, it's the power of Malekith. It's the power of the Blackheart Corsairs just pulling back while he let the Scourge Runner Chariots and the Repeater Crossbows use up all their ammunition, so great game nonetheless. And now let's see what happens after this, people. Odium Xiphos has a 2-0 lead. Will Viash claw his way back into the match from here, or are we going to be seeing a 2-0 victory?